Private Sector Federation, and we are supported by the Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation, the European Union, the Luxembourg Development Aid, as well as the Korea International Cooperation Agency, KOICA. Now, before we get started with today's activities, I would like to kindly invite our Director General to give us the key takeaways from day one. Can we give him a big round of applause? Engineer Paul Umukunzi.
So, good morning. Naramutse. Yes, I hope you have had a very nice night after the work of yesterday, which was so exciting. And I hope everyone is happy this morning, right? Wonderful. So before we look back into what we have done yesterday, there is a small video summarizing what we went through yesterday, especially for those ones who were not here. I would like to request our technical team to play this video. Can you play it from the starting point, please? And it has to be here as well. I can see it here, but not on the bigger screen.
I trust this forum will be meaningful to you all and will spark bold ideas and lead to practical, forward-looking recommendations.
It is a great honor to join you at this Rwanda Future Skills Forum 2025, a unique and timely gathering at the intersection of skills, innovation, and inclusive economic transformation. Let us move forward boldly, practically, and together. On behalf of the government of Rwanda, I thank you for your commitment, your collaboration, and your belief in a future where skills are a shared responsibility.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. Yes, now, as you remember, we have had several discussions yesterday. So I will request that they display presentation that I have prepared for you, trying to remind you what we have discussed and what have been some key recommendations and takeaways from various sessions. So, and as you remember, we started with a very nice panel discussion yesterday. So because everyone was here for the panel, you have heard various best practices from various countries. So I think everyone has taken notes from that particular session. And I believe that where we still have probably a lot of things to share is the messages we got from various workshops. They were like parallel sessions. It was not possible for everyone to attend all of them at the same time because they were parallel. So now we have gathered some of the key recommendations from each workshop. Each of you has attended at least 2 workshops, but we have had 8 workshops. And we have put together all the details, all the recommendations, all the information from these various workshops. And we shall share some document to every one of you so that you can also take time to navigate through them and try to learn from all the content of these documents. So can you please put up the presentation, technical team? So as they do it, we have had 8 workshops Well, the first one was on quality with a focus to technical and vocational excellence. That was workshop number 1. Can I have a pointer? Or can you go to the next slide if you can? So I wish I could have a way to do it from here. Yes, the second workshop was on relevance, especially on private sector engagement in skills development. And the third one was on inclusion, where accessible skills ecosystems have been discussed. And the next one was on innovation, where technology in skills development has been discussed. The fifth one was on skills outlook, very exciting. And the sixth one was on TVET and emerging technologies, where the seventh one was on future-ready and inclusive workforce. And the last one was on nurturing talents to accelerate the innovation ecosystems. So these are the workshops we have had yesterday. They were so exciting, and everyone was like, how can I attend all of them at the same time? Unfortunately, it was not possible because the maximum we could attend was only 2 workshops. So now, from every workshop, we have tried to pick like 4 crucial elements. So we feel like they can serve as recommendations. So, but all of them were so exciting in such a way that it was not easy to even to choose what kind of recommendations you could pick. But for the sake of time, we have chosen only 4 from each workshop. So from the first one, on quality or technical and vocational excellence, so one of the recommendations was to strengthen collaboration among industry, government, academia, and research to achieve excellence, and to promote quality assurance, diversifying funding, and implement innovative models such as farm-to-fork and entrepreneurship-focused TVET. So it was recommended to invest in innovative practices, emerging technologies, upskilling of trainers, and modernize infrastructure to enable hands-on, future-ready learning. Lastly, it was recommended to promote competence-based training, inclusion, and community engagement for relevant, sustainable outcomes. So these are 4 recommendations out of quite a good number of other recommendations and insights from this particular workshop. So the second workshop on quality and technical and vocational, the second workshop was on relevance. So, and the 4 key recommendations were like to foster strategic trust-based partnerships with the private sector through shared values, co-governance, and policy alignment, and to develop a unified, context-specific dual TVET strategy that involves all stakeholders and supports gradual and scalable implementation, and to ensure sustainable financing by blending public, private, and donor contributions, including training fees, and also to promote inclusive governance and quality assurance through co-designed curricula, workplace assessments, and institutional capacity building. For the third workshop, that one was on relevance. So it was on inclusion and accessible skills ecosystem. Here, the key 4 recommendations will like to use workplace-based approaches to link skills training with local enterprise growth, especially for micro, small, and medium enterprises and informal sectors, and to tailor training to market needs and to promote work-based learning adapted to small businesses environments, and to support the integration of returning diaspora or migrant through mentorship, soft skills training, and recognition of foreign qualifications, and to strengthen inclusive support systems via community engagement, psychological services, and national policy alignments. The next workshop, the 4th one, was on innovation. It's not working? Okay, it is working now. So on this particular one, the recommendation was to strengthen industry TVET collaboration through co-developed curricula, internships, and exposure to emerging technologies such as drones, AI, and CNC machines, and to integrate AI in TVET as a learning co-pilot to personalize education, to relieve teacher burden, and to enhance digital transformation. Is the present? Okay, good. Thank you. So, and it was also recommended to expand training to cover future forecast skills, including avionics, predictive maintenance, and smart wood technologies, and to promote inclusion, global qualifications, and regional exchange while aligning training with national policies and industry standards. The fifth workshop was on skills outlook. And some of the recommendations were like to develop sector-specific skills roadmaps and align training with priority industries such as manufacturing, agro-processing, and mining, to name a few. And to enhance industry TVET collaboration through internships, apprenticeship, and workforce programs tied to industry policy. To modernize curricula using labor market data to address skills gaps in ICT, logistics, and green sectors. And finally, to promote lifelong learning, foundational skills, and digital education to future-proof the workforce for industrial transformation. The next session was on TVET and emerging technologies. And this workshop has recommended to integrate Industry 4.0 technologies and immersive tools like AI, IoT, virtual reality into TVET to future-proof learners and enhance engagement, and to strengthen digital infrastructure and address the digital divide to improve access to underserved populations, and to promote localized innovation and expand access to smart labs, simulations, and hands-on tech-based training, and to nurture industry partnerships, micro-credentials, and blended learning for scalable, inclusive, and flexible skills development. The last but one workshop was on TVET and was on nurturing talents to accelerate the innovation ecosystem. So this one has recommended This one has recommended to redesign TVET to be demand-driven, inclusive, and competence-based with strong industry input and flexible learning pathways, and to promote lifelong learning, blended delivery, and recognition of informal skills to support vulnerable and rural populations, and to align curricula with emerging sectors to ensure future workforce relevance, and to strengthen governance, financing, and multi-stakeholder collaboration to drive innovation and responsive TVET reforms. The last one has also made quite a good number of recommendations. One of them is to increase research and development investment through greater public funding and private sector incentives, and to strengthen university-industry collaboration and establish innovation hubs for commercialization and entrepreneurship, and to develop adaptive policies supporting IP protection and inclusivity and sustainable innovation, and to build national R&D capacity via strategic partnership, diaspora engagement, and support to higher learning institutions. So those were some of the takeaways and the key recommendations from the workshops. So there are quite many, so we have just picked some of them, but as I said, we shall share a full report with key highlights and recommendations, so which we believe that they can inform being policymakers, private sector, and other stakeholders in skills developments. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed to our Director General. Now, before we go to the different activities, I believe there's another video to play before we get to know exactly where we are headed for the next activities. So I would like to kindly ask our technical team if there is a video to play now. There you go. Thank you very much. That is, of course, the exhibition that we'll get a chance to visit this afternoon. Now, to find out what the following activities are for today, I would like to kindly call upon Boriana to come and explain to us where to go and what to expect. Thank you very much. Can we give her a big round of applause, please?
Good morning, everyone. So we try to have a lot of opportunities for networking today and also to delve deeper into some specific topics of technical and vocational education and training. And therefore, there will be two main parallel sessions. One is called Marketplace, which will provide an opportunity for the companies, employers, and entrepreneurs and our technical schools and colleges and polytechnics to get a chance to know each other, discuss some opportunities for collaboration, services, products that our polytechnics are offering. And this will happen in front of Kilimanjaro Ballroom at the foyer and the terrace, which we have set up for a marketplace. Unfortunately, it started raining, so probably the marketplace will move inside. This morning, and some of you yesterday, received a sticker on your badges. Can you please have a look? If you have a symbol, M, M for mother, then it means that you are kindly invited to join the marketplace. Okay? You are either a school or a college hosting an exhibition booth, or you are a company or an entrepreneur or an employer who is invited to visit our schools and colleges. Then everyone else probably has another symbol which is from 1 to 8. That's a number. These numbers correspond to the round tables that will take place downstairs in the meeting rooms where we were yesterday. Now today we have 8 round tables that are very interesting and will delve deeper into some extremely important topics for skills development. I will read out the round tables and the moderators, but before I do that, just to explain that everyone will have a chance to visit each round table. It's following the World Cafe format, so please don't think that you would only be able to participate in one round table. You will be able to visit them all. So round table 1 would be on governance of TVET. This will be moderated by Mr. Alston Bachin. He will be hosting this roundtable, and different groups will be taking turns to discuss specific questions in relation to governance. Roundtable 2 is curricula. This would be moderated by Mr. Jean-Marie Mouhire. He will be the host of the roundtable, and you will have a chance to discuss about TVET content, occupational standards, curricular development. Roundtable 3, which is TVET teachers' capacity building and training, will be moderated by Ms. Maria Ramos. She will be the host. Roundtable 4 would be on assessment, and this would be moderated by Mr. Oliver Erler. Roundtable 5 on innovation will be hosted by Dr. Pathé Yongabo. Roundtable 6 will be moderated by Dr. Anthony Gua. Some of you have probably been in the workshop yesterday. Roundtable 7 on academia industry will be moderated by Dr. Marshall Giraneza. And Roundtable 8 on dual technical and vocational education and training will be hosted by Ms. Christine von Harach. So those of you, again, who have a number indicating 1 to 8 are invited on the floor where we were yesterday for the workshops, where the number of the room would be indicated on the doors. So if you have 1 on your badge, then please visit first the room that's indicating number 1. We will have support staff in each room who will kindly invite you to move to the next one when the time comes. So don't worry, the only task is to go downstairs and find the number that's corresponding to the number that you have on your badge. And 20 minutes later or half an hour later, you will be invited to move to the next room. I know there is people who have other symbols on their badges, like maybe VIP or IS. These people are invited to join whichever session they like. They could visit the marketplace first and then go to the roundtable sessions, or the other way around, or they could be simply networking in any of the spaces that we have available at the hotel. And there's one last category of badges, which I'm sure are at the exhibition, but if by any chance someone has a symbol with the letter E, that means that you are probably hosting something at the exhibition. So if it's okay, you can join everyone else at the exhibition now, or you can just stay with us and choose a roundtable session. I hope this is clear. I know it's too much information, but the idea of today is to network. So even though these are some indicative instructions and way we try to organize people in smaller groups so that we can have meaningful discussions and collaborations, please feel free to spend more time somewhere where you find there's an interesting topic, or if you want to skip a roundtable and visit the marketplace, please don't worry to do so, or have your own private conversation with someone who is very interesting to you and you are particularly interested to find out more about them. It's about networking. So that's all from me. Please take a coffee when you're going wherever you're going, either at the marketplace or downstairs, and we'll see each other again for lunch at 1 o'clock. It would be the same as yesterday. You would be given coupons. And after lunch, we'll go to the expo. If it's raining, we'll have transport, so don't worry about that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Boriana. And have a great day and a productive day. Thank you, everyone. I think we can proceed from here to where we are needed. And we just want to remind everyone that the closing ceremony is at 5, right over here. So we'll see you again at 5 for the closing ceremony. Thank you.